Thought he was outstanding yesterday. I really feel that he probably retired CASEMIRO. He might have that on his CV. I retired one of the best defensive midfielders to play the game. So my thoughts on the weekend's games were a very easy day at the office for Liverpool, tough day at the office for Arsenal, and Chelsea back to their unpredictable self. The team that impressed me the most was Brighton. Even though Arsenal were down to 10 men, Brighton still played their football. It can be hard sometimes to play against 10 men. We've seen that happen so many times. Brighton kept the ball moving. You know, they didn't panic. They took their time, and then they got the goal that they deserved. I think João Pedro has been outstanding for them as well. All season, he's been unlucky not to make my team of the week for the first two games. And you look at the bench, you know, and Seiko coming on. You got Adingra on the bench. You know, they've got so many options. Rutter. So I think Brighton are going to be one of the teams that finish in the top 7 this season. All that said, here's my team of the week. So goalkeeper, this was a tough one because not many clean sheets. So I'm going to go for Verbruggen. I thought watching the game against Arsenal, he had some very good saves, and the one that stood out for me was the 1v1 against Havertz. Near the end of the game, you know, Havertz runs through, he spreads his legs, great save, could have easily went down really early and made it easy for Havertz. And I think the way he plays with his feet as well, you know, like Brighton like to, over the last couple of seasons, rotate their keepers because they've got 2 top keepers, but I thought he was outstanding, building up play with his feet and some important saves. So next one is Rico Lewis. I think he's been outstanding this season. There's a reason why he's been called up to the England squad. There's a reason why he's keeping Kyle Walker out of the team. He's been fantastic. Defensively, very good. Coming into midfield with the ball, outstanding. And, you know, another assist for him, setting up Haaland for his second goal of the game. But I just like how confident he is. You know, he's a young lad. I think he's 19 years of age still. He's got a big career ahead of him. You know, he's been competing with the best right back in the world for the last couple of seasons. Now I think this season will be his time to shine, and he could cement himself as England's #1 right back. So first centre half is Van Dijk. I thought Van Dijk was fantastic yesterday. I feel the previous game Konate shined maybe a bit more than him, but yesterday watching the game I thought he was like a Rolls Royce. You know, Manchester United had no chance. Garnacho, Rashford, Xerxes, no chance of getting past him. And he's back to that sort of form that he had before his big knee injury with that clash with Pickford. And he really is a Rolls Royce defender. Coming out with the ball, he's passing, and no one's getting past him. Liverpool really need to get that new contract sorted for him. So this one is Lloyd Kelly. You know, it could have been easy to pick Konate, but I feel Lloyd Kelly, yes, he plays left back at the moment, but he's going in at centre half because I know he can do the same job as he does at left back and centre half. Yesterday got a great assist down that left hand side, showing great energy. Also, I think he's a top defender. You know, Bournemouth would have been frustrated losing him. There's a reason why Eddie Howe brought him to the club. He's quick, good in the air, and he's got a very good left foot as well. So I think he had a very good game, and he could definitely force himself to start at Newcastle's back 4 every weekend. So my left back is Digne from Aston Villa. I feel that Digne last season had some good games, some not so good games. He had Moreno breathing down his neck. But this season, Aston Villa paid big money for Maatsen from Chelsea. He was on loan at Dortmund last season. And I feel that competition has really took Digne to the next level because Maatsen hasn't started yet. Digne's kept his spot. He looks very good on the ball, very good defensively as well, and he got a great assist on Saturday for Joan Duran. And I just like the way he's playing, and I feel that if he can keep that up, you know, Maatsen's going to find it hard to get into the side. So Digne definitely deserves to be the left back this weekend. So first centre midfielder is Gravenberch. I thought he was outstanding yesterday. I really feel that he probably retired CASEMIRO. He might have that on his CV. I retired one of the best defensive midfielders to play the game. But I just felt his energy levels, his running off the ball, he's running at pace, his little touches. I thought he was the delight to watch. He's been like that all season, you know. I feel if you asked him last season, he would have been frustrated at his game time, but you can see why Jurgen Klopp brought him to the club. Very talented midfielder with legs, and you can ask any midfielder, they hate playing against centre midfielders with legs who can run at you and run the length of the pitch. So I thought he had an outstanding game, and he's had a great start to the season. So next centre midfielder, I've gone for Tielemans. This player, how Aston Villa got him on a free transfer. I mean, he's been outstanding since he's come to the club. What I love about Tielemans is that, yes, we've lost Douglas Luiz. You know, we've lost that player who's outstanding at setting up attacks and playing through balls. But Tielemans is not far off. You know, he's got that technique. He can find a pass. But also he's got that tenacity to chase back. He knows he has to do his hard yards to make tackles. I think an all-round midfielder that can do everything. Tielemans has been outstanding this season, and against Leicester, his old club, I thought his clever thinking for the first goal, Onana, the quick free kick that Aston Villa like to do. So I think Tielemans had a very, very good game against his old club. Right wing, Mohamed Salah. Where did he start? You know, 7 consecutive goals at Old Trafford. He's outstanding. People thought they might drop off this season, but he showed he's hungry. He wants to go and win the Champions League again. He wants to go and win the Premier League again. I mean, he's got to go down as probably the best right winger in Premier League history for me, Mo Salah. His 2 assists, the first one with his right foot, the second one as well to see Diaz in that space, and then the way he took his goal to whip it opposite corner to where the keeper thinks he's going, and he was a threat. And you know what I loved about Salah the most? When the final whistle went, he was still running through, trying to get another goal. Like, these Liverpool players are just hungry to destroy teams, and I thought Mo Salah was unstoppable yesterday. So Diaz for me has been one of them players that since he joined Liverpool, I'm like, can I see consistency? Some games he's 10 out of 10, some games he's 4, 5 out of 10. This season he's been 8, 9 out of 10 every game. I feel that he was outstanding yesterday as well. The way he took his goal as well, hunger to get into the back post. You know, if that was Marcus Rashford, he would have been stood away from a goal scoring position. Hungry to go and score a goal. His second goal as well, first time finishing to the bottom corner. And it was a menace all game. He could have easily been player of the match, Diaz. And I'm just looking at that team and thinking, where does Chiesa get in? Because it's going to take a lot or an injury for Chiesa to get into this side, because Liverpool are flying and Diaz really looks like the real deal on that left-hand side. My first centre-forward is João Pedro. I thought he was a menace to Arsenal. You know, he's getting Thomas Partey, fouling him so many times. He's got everything. He's got pace, he's got skill, he's got creativity, he can finish, and he deserved that equalising goal because I thought he was non-stop all game. And what I loved about him was when Estupinian took a shot near the end of the game and he was having a tantrum about it. He was like, couldn't believe that you had ruined an attack, a chance to go and get a winning goal. His hunger to succeed. There's a reason why he gets into the Brazil squad as well. I think he's an outstanding talent and he's destined for the top. So last centre forward could go down as the best goal scorer, Haaland. I mean, the first goal, you know, he knows Bernardo Silva gets it, I'm making that run. And he's got a habit now of doing that Thierry Henry finish, putting his body inside the ball and side-footing it in. And his second goal, Rico Lewis passes it to him, cut inside, and then whip it opposite corner, similar to Salah's goal. Outstanding finishes. And the third one, doesn't touch the ball much in the second half, but he knows when his teammates win the ball, they've been told on our training ground, find me. So he's just ready. He's like a sprinter, ready to make that run from the halfway line. Once he's in front of you, you're not catching him. And his finishing's improved, I feel. He's a bit more clinical. And 7 goals in 3 games. If it carries on like this, we could be saying Haaland could be on 80 goals in the Premier League this season. Imagine that. Oh, manager of the week, Arne Slot. I feel that it's so refreshing at the start of the season when a manager isn't moaning about players, isn't moaning about signings. The first thing he says was, I've been blessed with the squad of players I've inherited from Jurgen Klopp. If there's any little deals I can do, I will do. Like Chiesa, makes sense, 10 million. He's thinking long term. Salah could leave. Van Dijk could leave. Trent could leave. He might need the money to be saved for next summer transfer window. So he's clever. He hasn't moaned. He's tweaked a little few things with his team, and he's got them playing outstanding football. There were times yesterday where they were treating Manchester United, Liverpool, like Salford, not Manchester United. They were playing Rondo on the 57th minute on that right-hand side. It was like an absolute annihilation, and that's got to be credit to the manager. So that's my team of the week. As per usual, at least one Villa player makes it. Such a talented squad. Let me know in the comments what you think. See you next week.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.